Hi there, my name's Jackie Wiseman and I'm your instructor for this course. I want to do a little quick walkthrough Blackboard just to make sure you kind of understand how to navigate through the course. So over here on the left, if you look under details and actions, I don't expect you're going to need any of this, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Of course, my information is right here. If you want to access me through email, you can use this little envelope here to do that as well. Now, this little ribbon at the top, you'll notice the content section is highlighted right now, and this is where your course content is. All of this stuff through here is the course. We'll come back to that and look at it in more details. There is a calendar here. If you're looking for assignments on there, you'll have to scroll down because their assignments are due at midnight essentially, or 11:59 p.m. So they're going to be at the bottom of the page. You can also go to the month at a glance here, and it's a little bit better. Honestly, I don't see all your assignments, so I'm not sure what's up with that. That's okay. I have a good calendar for you to download and look at in another spot. I'll show you. Announcements are going to appear here. I generally send out one announcement per week, but if something else happens to come up, for example, sometimes I get spotlight information after I've already sent out our weekly announcement, then I would put that in this spot. We do have some discussion boards in this class, which can be accessed here, although they're also under the content section, so there's really no need to look at them here. The gradebook, I don't really use the Blackboard gradebook. You can see your overall MyLab score, and the activities that are in Blackboard are going to have those grades here for those assignments. The rest is going to be in MyLab Math. So I generally do all of your grades in MyLab Math. I transfer the Blackboard assignments to MyLab Math, so that's the gradebook you really want to look at for your grades. There is a messages little link up here. You can contact me through Blackboard here through messages. I honestly look at my email more often than I do this, so if it's an emergency, you want to contact me through email. And the groups I just usually don't use. So going back to the content, I mostly just want to point you where to go. There's just so much information in here. There is another introduction to Blackboard. If you just click on this section here, there's a little video and stuff. You can scroll down and read the whole page of information. There's some good stuff in there. Free tutoring through BrainFuse. This is a 24-hour service that BCTC pays for our students, so it is free for you. If you are working your homework like at 3 a.m. and you're just stuck and you can't get over the hump, this would be a place that you could go and get help, because they do run 24 hours a day. Now, the Start Here section has an awful lot of information in it, and so if you take a look under here, there's a course overview. The course syllabus and calendar are here. There's so much information in the course syllabus. Answers to most of your course questions are going to be in this document. So to download that, you'll just click on the 3 dots and download the file. It'll ask you to save it, and then it'll open up the document in a PDF format. And again, you're just going to want to look through the information that's on here. It has all kinds of stuff, all the grading criteria, attendance verification. You just want to make sure you read through all of this. Your time commitment. Let's see. Homework is going to be done through MyLab Math, and most of the assignments do have a 70% prerequisite on them, so you'll need to score 70% before you move on to the next assignment. You can work the homework over as many times as you need to, so hopefully that won't be an issue. If you absolutely can't get to that point, contact me and I can lift that prerequisite for you, but you do have to ask. We have quizzes and activities. They're in the same category, and a lot of the quizzes have some show your work questions on them. So you want to practice while you're doing your homework, writing out the steps that lead between the problem and the answer. You want to make sure you can document how you achieve the answer that you type in the blank. So show your steps, and if you practice that during the homework, it makes it easier to show it on quizzes and exams. Quizzes and exams are timed, and the access to the extra help features in MyLab Math are not available then. Let's see. Activities are located in Blackboard. When you're walking down the assignments in Blackboard, you will come across those. You want to do this as you go. We have a Spotlight instruction series that we require that you attend 6 of those Spotlight sessions, and you'll do the Math 150 sessions. So there's information on those. I sent an email to you and put it in an announcement as well. So there is a link to the Spotlight website here, and you register for the sessions ahead of time. There's a link to register and all of that as well. It's 5% of your grade, so you just want to not ignore that, right? The exams are listed here. I will mention that exams 2 and the final exam are proctored exams, which means it will use a proctoring service called Respondus that BCTC uses, and you will need to have a computer with a webcam and microphone. It does not work on tablets or Chromebooks, so you want to make sure that if you do not have access to a computer, that you get one, or you go to the college. The college does have a loaner program. They will loan you a laptop that you're welcome to use. So if you need one, I encourage you to do that really soon, just in case they run out, which I don't think they generally do, but just in case you want to plan ahead. Activities can't be taken late, and I don't like you to take exams late after the due date either. Exams, if there's extenuating circumstances, maybe, but the activities, there's interaction between you and other students, and that just can't happen if you don't do the assignments on time. So the activities need to be done on time no matter what. Here's a breakdown of the grading policies. If you need to withdraw from the class at any point, there's information about that on here. Honestly, most any questions you have are going to be on here. Now, this is the calendar that you probably are going to want to print and refer to religiously. I would print this out and put it at the front of my math notebook or folder or wherever you keep your math stuff, because this has the due dates for all your assignments, and you want to stay on top of that. So this is like your Math 150 Bible, if you will. Okay, backing up a little bit here. You can go to the next page in Blackboard by, clicking on this little arrow up here. Grading stuff's on there. Information about me. Academic resources. There's tech tips on here if you're having computer problems. If you need accommodations, there's links here as well as on your syllabus. So a lot of the information that's on your syllabus is in here too. Netiquette, things to type with words and respect rather than acronyms is good. And of course, all kinds of tech tips and things. Technology. Generally, my go-to technology tip is to clear your cache and cookies, because that fixes a lot of problems, but it doesn't always work. So there's always tech support, which is accessible through this Blackboard shell. Now, notice this View My Grades gradebook, MLM gradebook. This is the gradebook where all your grades are going to be. Okay, so this is the gradebook that I'm going to use for your course. Notice it has the little rocket ship icon to the left, and that rocket ship means it's a link. When you click on this, it links you out to the MyLab Math gradebook. You'll see that I haven't done anything in the course yet, so I've got a big fat 0. Well, yours will get better when you work through some assignments and that kind of thing. There's more information about the Spotlight series. This little icon here just means it's a document, where one like this means it's a folder. But anyway, if you look at the Spotlight page in here, you'll see a link to the website for Spotlight series, and also a link to register for the session. Now, the actual course starts with the Module 0. Module 0 are the orientation assignments. So you click on it and it opens down, right? So the orientation is on here to begin with. There's a little checklist on there. Please excuse my dog. She doesn't know that I'm recording right now. There's a syllabus check. So this is an assignment. If you click on Start Attempt 1, it'll take you to the syllabus assignment. And there's an introduction activity. So if you click on it, it'll take you to the introduction activity. And then the orientation here in MyLab Math, of course, has the rocket ship, and so on and so forth. Then we hit the math stuff in Module 1. If you click on the overview, it gives you an overview of what's going to be covered in the section. And then, of course, just right arrow to the next page. Section overview. And then it'll link you to the homework assignment right here. So if you click on Section 1A, it takes you out to MyLab Math, and you can do that. I haven't done the syllabus assignment yet, so it's not going to work for me, but if you do the assignments in order, you'll be able to get there. And then at the end of your Module 1 stuff, you'll see the Module 1 summary and review and take quiz. So here, and you want to scroll down so you can see everything in the page. Sometimes there's videos, instructions, and that kind of thing. So whatever's there, you can take a look at. Same thing with Module 2. You're just going to click on the module, start at the overview, and read through that whole page. Then go to the next page. Read through that whole page. Do what it says. There may be videos. There may be PowerPoints to look at, and so on and so forth. So hopefully that's a pretty good rundown for you. Notice on the exams, if you go to like exam 1, there's a section on preparing, telling you how to prepare for the exam. And there is a knowledge check that is given before every review homework. So the knowledge check, you just work through it one time, and your review is based on how you do on the knowledge check. If there's some concepts that you are not understanding or that you miss on the knowledge check, then those will definitely be in your review. There's a practice exam if you want to do those. They're optional. They do not count towards your grade, but they're certainly there, and I'd highly recommend them because the length of them is similar to the exams, and it'll give you good practice for taking the actual exam. Make sure you read the instructions for the exams. And then the actual exam, of course, this link takes you to the exam. You'll take it in MyLab Math, and there's going to be some show your work questions on that. So if you can do the show your work questions in the box in the questions in the exam, that's perfect. But if you're afraid you're not going to have time or whatever, you can immediately after finishing the exam go to this little section, and when you click Start Attempt, it will let you upload a picture of your work here. Make sure you number your problems and show your work neatly. I hope that helps. Have a good semester.